First of all, first official spring ball practice is officially in the books. What are your takeaways from day number one?
Yeah, good to be back out. Our guys have been training really hard in the weight room and running and working on their skills, throwing the ball, working on all their individual skills, and they came out with great energy. And obviously it was a shorter practice with just helmets, but they did a great job.
Just in general, how does it feel to have a year under your belt as head coach here, and just what's it like kind of starting your second wave of spring ball here versus your first?
Much more comfortable in terms of, understanding the university and how things work and just knowing where you're going, knowing people and feeling more comfortable. And then, last year at this time, kind of still learning everybody's names, and players included, and really getting a good feel for our guys. It's much more enjoyable and much more productive.
It's obviously been, just one spring practice, but, early on, what is maybe the biggest difference between this year's team so far and maybe last year's team?
Well, it's hard to tell. We're just in helmets, but, our guys trained really hard. They're in great shape, and they're bigger and gained a ton of muscle mass and speed and acceleration, all those things. So we'll see how it converts onto the football field in terms of execution and playing well. The guys were a little nervous, got a lot of young guys. They were getting their kind of first reps going against each other, but I think they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I got quite a few early enrollees this time around. Could you share a bit about that group, how they're adjusting?
Yeah, it's getting them here early. 6 is the most Stanford's ever had. All really good players, and getting them acclimated to the university, taking classes, and then they're really talented too. So these 15 practices, they'll grow a ton just from kind of being a freshman. It's trying to learn the system to gaining some confidence and showing us what they can do, because we're going to expect them, all to compete for playing time.
Coach, you always talk about how every position is an open competition.
Yeah.
So what do you look for in these first early spring practices to see guys kind of start to separate, if at all, at this time of year?
Well, it's you don't rush to judgment on the first day. It's just a collection of their work. We practice 1, 2, and 3, and hopefully you see that they progress, that they're getting better, that they're not making the same mistakes twice, and hopefully you see guys emerge. Hopefully it's a lot of guys that emerge, and then that kind of takes you into summer and then fall camp.
For that offensive line unit, just how huge is it to have Levi back?
Yeah, it's big. Levi's being our center last year, a really good leader with the most experience that we had on the offensive line. To have him come back is huge. And Connor McLaughlin, who played a lot for us, back as well up front on the line, and some other pieces that we're excited about.
How would you describe the status of the quarterback competition, and what does Elijah's entrance do to that as well?
Yeah, so competition's open at every position. Everyone knows that, not just quarterback, but kicker, O-line, D-line, everything. First day, watch the tape and see what happens, but I thought Elijah did a good job today. I thought all the quarterbacks were pretty much in control, and after I get a chance to watch it, I'll have a more in-depth feel for it, but really excited about competition is what you want at every position, and so that one's no different. We want to have as many outstanding quarterbacks as we possibly can and let them compete, and they'll bring out the best in each other.
Yeah, so regarding the quarterback battles, everybody getting an even number of reps right now?
Today they all got even amount of reps, yeah.
Just kind of thoughts in the running back room, how that's looking with Casey and EJ gone.
Yeah.
That seems like a wide open group. Just kind of what are you seeing from that group so far?
Got some young guys that are talented and hungry, and getting some of the guys that didn't get as much reps last year, that were young, are getting an opportunity to really be immersed in it and show what they can do. So obviously we're excited about our young players, and we're going to be young this year, but it'll be fun to watch them grow and improve.
For the quarterbacks, what's it like to have, guys like Tiger and Alec at their disposal? I know that's got to be, quarterback's best friend.
Yeah,
those two
absolutely.
guys.
I think anytime you've got a little bit of experience at a certain position, certainly for quarterbacks, wide receiver is a big one, but I think the guys just knowing the offense better this year is better for everyone. They're a little bit more confident in what they're doing. Obviously, the players that just got here are still learning it, but I think in general there's a higher level of confidence.
So anything kind of in general stand out about the defensive side, what you're focused on this spring?
Yeah, we want to do a great job on third down, stopping the run. Those things will never change. Obviously, eliminating big plays, but it's a first day. I thought they did a good job for guys that learning some of them just got here and learning a new system. and we're pretty challenging offensively. I thought the defense did a great job in alignment and execution.
One guy who was out towards the end of last year, Jimmy Wyrick, just kind of what's his status and where is he at right now?
Yeah, he's healthy and doing a great job. He's a guy that we missed last year with kind of hampered with an injury, but he's back and he looks good, and we're excited to have him out there.
We got time for one more.
Just to kind of going and looking ahead the rest of this week, just kind of what are the kind of key things you want to see from your group at the end of Saturday or whatever the end of the week.
So we'll go helmets again on Wednesday, and then we'll start to go pads, and you're looking for improvement, consistency, and there's the competition element where you're seeing who's emerging. Again, you don't want to rush to judgment too early. It's over a 15 practice deal. How it starts off and how it ends sometimes can change, but we do know we need depth. That's something we're working on every single year. I think our depth would be better this year, and hopefully it improves. We're going to be the number of guys to step forward.
Great. Thank you, Coach.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you.